Hey guys, this is Zhiyun Weebill 3S Gimbal, and today I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the gimbal after using it for a week. Before I begin, this video isn't sponsored, and Zhiyun has sent me this gimbal to test it out. So let's start. Here I have with me the Crane M3 from Zhiyun that I've been using all the time, and it's my perfect travel companion buddy. So I'm just going to put it side by side with the Zhiyun Weebill 3S just to compare how different it is. So the thing about this Crane M3 gimbal right here is it can handle a payload of up to 2.2 kg, and I usually pair it together with my A7C and a prime lens. When I actually use this together with a heavier zoom lens, for example a Tamron 28-75 G2 lens, it tends to be front heavy. But you wouldn't have this issue with Weebill 3S because this gimbal right here can handle a payload of up to 6.5 kg. So let us talk more about this Zhiyun Weebill 3S gimbal right here. So the entire setup that you are currently seeing weighs about 1.8 kg, where the gimbal itself is about 1.1 kg, whereas the tripod, wrist rest, and sling grip weighs about 700 grams. Let me share with you what I love about this gimbal. So the first thing is the wrist rest that you see right here. So this is a very ergonomic wrist rest where you are able to adjust through a knob. As I'm shooting, I tend to adjust this up and down in order to find a sweet spot. Not forgetting that by having a wrist rest, it ensures a lot more stability because you have more point of contact. Moving on, what I also love is the extendable swivel swing grip where you are able to move it up and down, making it very convenient in terms of adjusting of height. And also, what you could do is to have it swing side by side. This is also controlled through the knob that you see right here. So I feel that Zhiyun has went down the route of giving a lot of customizable points where we'll be able to adjust it to our own settings. Another thing that I really love about the Weebill 3S is the fact that it has a quick release system that allows you to detach the gimbal from the base. Whenever I tend to do low tracking shots, the sling grip comes in handy. In some instances where I have to bring it back, what I can do is very quickly in one swift motion detach the gimbal from the base. And same thing, if you have to put it back in, all you do is slide it back down and lock it in. So there you have it. I find that this quick release system here, it provides a lot of convenience and it saves you a lot of time. One thing to note is that if you are going to be excessively removing and mounting the gimbal back onto the base, it can tend to get loose. So just take a screwdriver and you'll see that there are two holes at the bottom. So all you have to do is tighten it and it's a really simple fix. Moving on, if you are setting up the gimbal for the first time, here's a quick tip for you. What you notice is that on each of the axes, there are markings. So what I tend to do is, after I balance my camera on the gimbal, I will take note of what is the marking on each of the axes, and I will then take out my phone to record it down. Whenever you are switching up between different lenses, you'll be able to quickly refer back to the notes that you have in your phone and just shift the axis to the markings. So this will save you a lot of time, and this is what I tend to do. Alright, so the next point on this gimbal is one of my favorite. If you're someone like me that creates a lot of vertical short form content to post on TikTok or Instagram, what you like about this gimbal is that you are able to adjust this very quickly, changing it from a horizontal to vertical mount. With that, you barely have to rebalance the gimbal. So I myself have tested it out and I find it a very useful function because I'm able to very quickly swap between horizontal to vertical videos and from vertical videos back to horizontal. So touching on the next point, the gimbal also comes with a fill light that's about 1000 lux. It is bi-colored where you can adjust it from 2600 Kelvin to the 500 Kelvin through the joysticks itself, or you can actually download the Zhiyun app that allows you to control it through Bluetooth. So for myself, I did not manage to use it, but it's perfect for any low lighting situation. And also, this gimbal itself has a runtime of about 11.5 hours. So if you run it all the way down to 0, it is a fast charger. So here you have it, just me sharing with you my thoughts after using the Weebill 3S gimbal for the past week. Coming from using the Crane M3, I would say that the Weebill 3S is a lot more functional, which is more suitable for various scenarios. Also not forgetting that if you are wondering whether or not your camera is compatible with the Weebill 3S, what you can do is to go onto Zhiyun's website. There's a Weebill 3S compatibility list that allows you to check whether or not your camera is compatible with the gimbal itself. So before I go, I'm just going to show you guys some of the footages that I shot using the Weebill 3S gimbal, and what's a better way to showcase it than to bring it out for a running shoot. So if you guys enjoy what you see today, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.